For the first part of this lesson, the students were grouped homogeneously. C and D, the two lower groups, started off at a direct instruction station with the teacher at the smartboard. They learned how to use a protractor in order to measure angles, and they did that by first watching a flip video and then using an interactive protractor on the smartboard. When they were finished, they worked with the teacher's assistant to do tape shapes, which is a graffiti on the floor. This group participated in the hallway. So they were split up into 4 groups, and they first had to create a shape that they were assigned by the teacher's assistant on the floor with tape, and then they completed a worksheet as well as measured all of the angles in that shape.
Help them out. Dylan.
I think 2. You?
I think it's 4.
You?
I think it's 4 too. It's 4.
Why do you guys think it's 4?
Because they're the same.
Oh, but they're not the same size.
But this one is bigger than this one and this one. And these 2 are the same.
So they're just 2 sides.
Shall we fix that then?
It's a rectangle.
While students in groups C and D were given direct instruction, students in A and B, the 2 higher groups, followed this schedule right here. They were not given any direct instruction on how to participate or complete this activity. They had to figure it out themselves, and they were able to do that in any way that they needed to. They did have the teacher's assistant to use as a resource. They could use flip videos on YouTube. They could use each other as peer teachers. Some students, as you can see right now, used math manipulatives from the shelf. They were given a time limit, and the timer was recorded in front of them on a cell phone, and they were told that within 25 minutes they had to have the 2 workbook pages completed to the best of their ability. And when students had finished their work, they were to compare answers with a person from their group, and then once their answers matched, they then checked all of their answers in the teacher's edition, which was in front of the smartboard. After the 25-minute timer went off, students were given a lesson recap about the most important elements of that lesson, which for the most part was vocabulary. Then students participated in a formative assessment on Socrative.com and took a 4-question quiz about the topics. When students got a 100, they were introduced to the peer teaching and learning model, which you are looking at right now, and they were taught how to instruct students in C and D the same material that they were just taught in their lesson recap. So they started off by teaching the students the 4 most important vocabulary words, and they did that using math manipulatives as well as vocabulary cards from the curriculum. When the students that they were instructing had a good understanding of that, they went into the book and they completed the 2 workbook pages with the students that they had just completed with their own groups A and B. In order to make sure that the students that they were instructing understood the material, they had their students take the formative assessment on Socrative as well. And the students had to get a 100 on that quiz in order for them to participate in the 3rd activity, where they were using materials in order to build 3D shapes. If their students did not get a 100% on the formative assessment, students who were instructing in the groups C and D, kids had to go back and remediate them so that they did have a better understanding and then had them retake the quiz. The groups A and B students took a very strong role in the classroom this point, and they owned their job as the teacher. And the students in C and D really enjoyed having the peer-led instruction. Everyone was on task the entire time. They were participating. They were asking each other higher order questions, and they were owning everything that was happening in the classroom.
How many verses? Three shapes.
After the students completed the Socrative quiz and got a 100, students were given bags of mini marshmallows and toothpicks that you see right here, and were required to create as many 3D shapes as they could. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video and would like to see more videos like this, then please follow our classroom blog, misslundgren5.blogspot.com, and follow me on Twitter, miss_Lundgren5, where you can find our YouTube links. Thank you.